everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It is Debt Free D. I hope you're having a great day, a wonderful holiday season. It's time for a debt snowball review. So you should be able to see my Excel screen. I think I'm using Excel 2010. And instead of whipping out paper and markers like I did in my last debt review, I decided to show you how I complete the debt balances check-in in Excel. So I actually do this both ways, how I showed you before on paper and also in Excel. I like this because it's cleaner. It's straight to the point. I have a couple of formulas built in that just make the calculations for me so I don't have to whip out my calculator. And hopefully you'll find this helpful. If you find that you prefer to have a worksheet like this, I can definitely share this with you. Just email me at the Debt Free D, so that's THEDEBT FREEDEE at gmail.com, and I can send you a scrub version of this. As you can see, I've used this worksheet over the year, and so what I'll do is provide you with, say, a 12-1 if you want to go back and enter your 12-1 numbers, and then it'll have a 12-15 ready for you to go. So this will be blank, but then you can add in the names of your debts and their balances, their current balances. And then these, you can enter your starting debt amount, and then these formulas will be included to calculate based on what you entered there. I will say that if you decide that you want this worksheet, we can work together to make sure it's tailored exactly for what you need. If you're not as familiar with Excel, essentially what you'll want to do if you needed to add any rows here, then you can just insert row there. If we click insert, it'll insert a row for you. And I'm actually just going to undo that. If you needed to delete any, so I have 7 debts, but say you only have 4, you can just highlight those. So what I'm doing is just clicking on that first row and then highlighting down. So I'm holding my left click, and then you can delete those rows if you don't need that many. And you can already see that the formulas have updated. So really quickly, what we're going to do is go ahead and add an additional worksheet. And so there's an easy way to do that. You can see these are all the worksheets here at the bottom that go back and back and back. And these aren't formatted here to include all of the data that's in there. And so that's why you get those hashtags. But what we'll do is down here at the bottom, we'll right click and then we'll go to move or copy, and this menu comes up, and then it says before what sheet, and the current sheet is 12/1/18, and I like for my latest review or my latest worksheet to be at the beginning. So I like to be before the first sheet and then create a copy. And so we'll create a copy here and make sure that's selected and before this first worksheet, and we'll hit OK. And it copies, it replicates this worksheet. Okay, and so you can see it titles it 12/1/18 in parentheses a 2. So then what we'll want to do is rename that. So I right click, rename, and then I'm just going to use my cursor to hop to the back there. I want to take out that 2, and then I want to add a 5, and there you go. So then up here, I have it titled with the date, and so I'll just want to add a 5 there as well, and we're ready to go. It's all set up and ready to go. Of course, you may decide you want to save along the way. Feel free to do so. So here we go. What I'm going to do now, actually, let me explain to you these formulas here. So these here, these fields have formulas in them, and they're very simple formulas. It's probably formulas 101 for Excel. And essentially, I'll start with this one. This current debt amount, this you can see the formula is here, is a sum of field B3. So this is B3 through B9. So B9. And so if you had more, let's exit out of there. I just hit the ESC, the escape button. If you do anything funky, you can always escape. You can always undo up here if you need to. You can undo, redo. So, don't be afraid of Excel. these simple interactions with Excel. If you need to, you can save it along the way. If you get to a point where you're too far gone, you can just close it out, not saving the changes, and reopen it and start from your last save. So don't let it scare you. So let's see, back at this formula, what it's doing is adding all those up. So my current debt amount will be the balances, my current balances. And then the debt paid so far, what it's doing is this starting debt amount is a static number. So once I enter that number, that stays. That's my starting debt amount. This debt paid so far is a difference between the starting debt amount and the current debt amount. So this updates as this updates according to what updates are entered here. So then what this does, again, is take this $30,954.43 and subtracts it from the starting debt amount of $53K plus and gives you the debt paid so far. And then this last formula here is just a percentage. So of the debt paid so far, what is the percentage to the starting debt amount? And I like to see this as I go because it helps me to kind of put in perspective that total debt freedom is, of course, 100% debt paid so far. And how am I trending towards that goal? So am I at 30%, 35, 38, when we're right now at 42.11%. And so as long as these numbers are heading in the right direction, I feel a lot better about things. So again, those are the three formulas. So in a sense, we wouldn't need to touch those at all. Really, anything here should stay as is. The starting debt amount will always be what it was, unless you discovered another debt or anything like that. That will kind of stay the number that it is. And then these have formulas that will adjust based on the numbers we'll enter right now. So the blue-green has not changed since our December 1st debt review. So that's $85.39.89. The Amex, we got hit with an interest charge this week. And so that balance is 678,550, so 6,785 and 50 cents. And you can see this debt amount changed. The debt paid so far has also changed. The car, we made a payment, so that balance is $25.45. For Discover, we're at $4,513.72. For state employees, we're at $4,254.90. TD, we got an interest charge, and so that balance increased to $3505.67. And then the Wells Fargo is at a whopping $78.76. So again, this current debt amount adds up the balances, and you can see I hovered over, or I actually selected those, and you can see the sum here matches. Let's see, and so the difference between the two makes it where the debt paid so far is $23,250.23, and the percentage of debt paid so far is at 43.48%. So that's great. I'm getting closer and closer to being halfway paid off, the debt paid off. So that's excellent. You can see that the current debt amount is getting closer and closer to 30,000. Before long, I'll be under 30,000 in the 20s. And so that is super exciting. And so again, this is just a quick debt balances review. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out, comment, and let me know what type of resources do you use to track your debt balances. If you found this helpful, if you like Excel better than the paper and pen method that I showed before. And definitely feel free to reach out if you'd like a version of this for your own records. Again, I can be reached at thedebtfreed snowball@gmail.com. I hope you're having a great day. Continue to have a wonderful holiday season. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.